Mitchell here. I'm very excited about our lesson today because I'm going to add on to what Mrs. Bula said last week. What we're going to do today is going to finish up some notes from our first country because just like our animal research, we did one animal and took notes on that, and then we moved to a second animal. We're going to be doing that today with our countries. You took one country and took notes on it with text structures and used all the tools and research that you knew about and put it into your reader's notebook. We're going to do the same thing but with a new country. So if you did Japan, maybe you do Africa. Or if you did South and Central America, maybe you do Africa or Japan. You're going to choose a new country. And remember, we're doing China together. So that's why I have some examples of China up on our board. You're going to take your second country research and use the same subtopics or lens that you did for your first country. For example, I did China, and I had what is China, or geography for China, the culture, the history, the language, maybe some religion or fun facts. You're going to use those same lenses and take notes on a new country, your second country. Readers, if you're noticing that for your first country you don't have as much, maybe you need to go back and add some notes to your first country today before you move on to your second country. Do you see how I used all that I knew about note-taking and the structures for my first country and I used it for my second country? I want to remind you that researchers use tools and resources that were helpful for past projects like our animals or even for our first country, and we get better at carrying it forward with new research for a new country or topic. I'm going to make a work plan that can maybe help me focus on what to research and take notes on if I'm starting my new country today. So let me show you what a possible work plan for you could be. This is what I'm going to use. Maybe I look over the text or the resources and decide what parts I should read to get some more information about that country. And remember, friends, you have all of these resources sent home from Mrs. Weininger, Mrs. Lyon, and all of us third grade teachers. And be on the lookout for more resources from Mrs. Lyon too if you're not sure where to go or where to start for some of your country research. Maybe you go and read the easier texts on Pebble Go first again for an overview. Then you can take notes on what seems the most important, going back to those text structures like boxes and bullets or comparing and contrasting or sequential order, or maybe even cause and effect and problem and solution. If you haven't tried one of those, challenge yourself to try one of those in your reader's notebook today. Lastly, make those categories in your notes using those lens and those subtopics that we had together. Then it says, teach my team what I'm learning so far. You can teach someone else at home what you've talked about or read about or taken notes on so far. Readers, please remember you know so much and you are almost expert researchers at this point. So start a new country and use all that you know in your reading today.